the recording starting now, and now
That's okay.
I wrote this little agenda because I think that there are many news in this week. The first point is the recap of our proposal about the decoded, and so for this reason I spoke with Lorena about that. So this is clear. I'm very happy to see that day by day many people are apply at our proposal. So finger crossed for the success of our proposal. And after that, I wanted to start to speak about the role and the conflict of interest about the regional bounty. So if you wanted to define some rules to have no conflicts between the regional proposal and also the future ambassador or not, I think this is an important thing. We need to be more transparent to avoid to have the same problem of the last program. So I don't know the way to do that, but we need to at first speak between us, because I see many people that are working, but many people don't share any news with us. So we continue to work. Not for me or you, for us, but many of us are continue to working without sharing information. And so I don't know if it have any sense to continue to plan call with all the people if the people don't want to work together. I don't know. I don't know if if it's clear my position, but I'm very happy to work together. But it's more important to have it together, a team. This is my opinion. For the same reason, because I added the line about the referenda of the new event bounty proposal. The link after the regional bounty, the rules, is the new referendum posted on Polk Assembly about the new organization and team on the event bounty. Let me know what do you think?
Yeah, I have some insight about these three main points. Sorry, about the bounty, the new event bounty. Let's name it like this. Let's name it like this. Sorry. Yeah, I would say it's better structured. That's a positive point. But about the reward and the conflict of interest, it's a real problem, because look at the rewards of the curator. They are already paid something $4,000 per month to work just. I think it's 15 hours per week, something like this. So it's not a lot, and there are, I would say, beneficiaries of this reward, but also beneficiaries of the bounty, because WebZero is the main organizer of Volcated events, so it's a problem. That's why, and it's something I could share with you next week, as you asked also to do it to me, Patricia. We have worked on the proposal for the Francophonie. We have a program to deal with the head ambassador program, but also with the regional bounty. But our idea is to have different people involved in the different flow, meaning different curator for the regional bounty, and curator couldn't be ambassador, or at least rewarded as ambassador. That's the idea. But I'm not 100% confident, because when you see the result of the proposal pushed by Alex and Kusama, to be honest, I'm a little bit surprised, because for me the proposal was definitely good, and it's a 50-50 vote at the moment, meaning when it's something clear, because for me it's something clear, the community has, I would say, strange reaction. So I don't know how will be the future. It's difficult to predict the future for us as the ambassador, but also as bounty promoter, because to succeed, you need to have the support of a big whale. The event bounty is basing because of Giotto. Not there's nothing to add about it. All the things were negotiated with Giotto just before pushing the proposal, and it's okay. But for us, it's different, because I don't have I would say, connection with Giotto. I don't want to have connection with Giotto, and Alex too. And you see the result when you are not supported by a big whale, it can become a problem. So, that's, I would say, my thoughts, my current thoughts about all of this. But I will make and I will share with you a proposal coming from Francophonie next week for a bounty, a regional bounty, and also for ambassador program. And we will see what's the next step, because I have no idea at the moment. I'm in the fog.
I can understand. In fact, I want to speak with the Italian community at the event that we have at Rome at the end of this month, to understand what they want to do, explaining all the situation, and as an international situation, not only for the Italian people, because in Italian we have not a big community, but a very active community, and some people in the community know Giotto, and other people I know that want to participate as ambassador for the next program. So it's important to be transparent, and for this reason I wanted to speak with them vis-a-vis, because I think that this kind of topics are very important, and is better discussed on person than on the on the chat during a call. So we have a little but very skilled group. So I hope to find the right way to do a regional bounty, because I see that many problem comes because it's difficult programming the funds, the cost in the right way to have a long-term planning. If I have a single event, it's difficult, but it is possible. But if I wanted to create a plan and discuss a long term, is very tricky, I think, for my experience with the Italian community. And David, go.
Finally, maybe I would suggest, if you want to, I would say, to engage your community with a regional bounty. Just do it. Just try it. And if you failed the first time, you will succeed the next, the second, or the third time. It doesn't matter. But it's time to action, because we could continue to exchange about it and complain, but it's not the right way. That's why I would try, to be honest. It's better to do nothing, and we will see what's possible. First movement, definitely. So first move would be the regional bounty, because about ambassador, we don't know when finally the collective will be deployed. Also, something I have finally shared is the minimum requirement to become a head ambassador as I shared with you to the Telegram group. I have written a topic on the Polkadot forum to share with the community to maybe receive some feedback about it. I would say it could be a new way to discuss about the future of this program, but waiting for the collective deployment. The best, I think the best way to put energy is probably in regional bounty and suggesting sharing regional bounties, regional bounty project.
Yeah.
That's what I will do very soon now.
Yeah, I think I agree, because I see that the needs and the wishes of for example, Italian community are different for the UK needs. So it's more simple, in my opinion, working in a little group and motivated group. So if we have a bounty for that, it's more simple manage all the size, because it's more simple to have connection between people of the, of the same language, but with the same connection to improve in the local area. And I think that we can discuss that in the decoded. Is should be a good point to start this type of connection and discussion. I don't know who, when, at the moment I don't know the way, but I think that could be a good opportunity to do that. Lorena, it's your turn.
Thank you. Yes, related with that, I propose to have regional bounty. The Spanish bounty was the first regional bounty that we create. This is the second version. Ezio is here, and Ezio and me are both of are part of the bounty. Of course, with some good things and sometimes to improve. The second version is better than the first, because we learn a lot and we still learning, okay? Because we are people and we are human and we have some bias and we have some difficulties. And for that reason, I consider that, of course, we are still learning, said Ezio. In my opinion, very personal opinion, we should support in a very hard for example, Alex now is 20% in approval and almost 80% in disapproval of the proposal. So for me, we should work together to try to push this proposal. And again, regional bounty, maybe not Italian bounty, as you mentioned. Maybe for me, it's not only Italian, because you are a very small region and maybe the bounty is not the good option. Maybe a regional that include, as I mentioned before, French or Spanish, maybe Albert could collaborate, or an Europe, okay, bounty, local bounty. For me, we see that even bounty has a lot of problems. Try to have many regions with different culture, with different approaches, with different everything. So
Yeah.
instead of have one event bounty, a global event bounty, we should have regional bounty, only regional bounty. Maybe Polkadot World, they have bounty or related with something. Maybe from Asia, from India, maybe a local from India, from Europe, from Spanish or Latin America, okay? Different areas with different interests. So we can focus maybe with part, for me, it's not a collusion, maybe a collusion or overlapping, to have head ambassador in each area that could participate in the bounty, okay? So that could organize in a better way. Sorry, sometimes I can't say in English what I'm thinking in Spanish. I'm better in Spanish to explain this. try to collaborate and try to organize, because not only an event, a regional event bounty, but a regional bounty that can include different areas, okay? The areas that need the region, okay? If one region needs more educational area, the bounty could include that. If they need translation areas, if need event areas, okay? Different teams for a regional bounty. And leading or participating, because if not, it could be considered bad, by a head ambassador, okay? For me, it's a very, very important thing that could organize in that way. Maybe we can propose or be as a part of our task, okay, or function of head ambassador, because I'm considered I'm head ambassador yet, and until now I'm head ambassador. We should include as a role participating in the bounty, because we learn a lot with this kind of bounties, okay? So, and we can have a better understanding of our community. So for me, the best option is to have regional bounty.
Yeah, for me the same. I think this should be work better. I don't feel to be a learned person, the most known, but I see that it's very important to try starting not to the top, but by the low. So starting working with the community and have one or two people that connect the all the regional area, but we need to work with more connection, more share, because at the moment I see many eyes isolate and not a team, not a group of people that work together. So I agree with this type of discussion, this type of solution, and I hope to find the right team in here or in Europe to do a good work on that. And the future as ambassador, in my opinion, at the moment is another step, another discussion. Is not the topic on this at this moment, because we needed to waiting for more time for that. So and during this time we cannot waste time in this way. I see today that in the chat on Element with the fellowship team that today they pushed the PR about the collective. So it's good. It's a good news about that. We have no time, but it is a good news. I had that as the last voice in about the fellowship team. So is a good point, but is not a near date. So we need to start before of the submission for the new program to plan something. For me, it's not so important to be an ambassador for force. I wanted to participate as active member, and I wanted to improve the actual situation, and I'm trying to find the best way, but it's very difficult for me because I don't have your connection in the international level. I know you, but not the other team. And I see reading the Zoe proposal that I don't know all the people they mentioned. I know as team Chaos DAO and so on, but I don't know the every person, every member of the new team. I need to improve this type of my of my knowing. And so sorry, I was so so long. Sorry, it's you. Sorry.
Okay. I think that the next point is about the events bounty, right?
Yeah, is connected, but because at the beginning I had the recap for the bounty, thinking at our bounty, thinking at Alex proposal, thinking at the pop-up proposal, about the new bounty or about the new event bounty is a, a news for me of this morning, so I have no time to thinking into the deep about that. But my first impression is not so good. I see many improvement. I see many changes, but I don't know if is a good solution. Thinking at our community, for example, and I don't know. This
Okay,
is
I was saying the same yesterday because yesterday Lorena indeed sent me the link of the bounty. What I see is that Web Zero Chaos DAO is taking the bounty, okay? And that fits with the things that we saw on Twitter, this fight against Zoe, Mark, and Hodge. And the other side is Web Zero and Chaos. And what are we seeing right now is that they are taking not with the company's name, not with Web Zero, not with Chaos. Is the personals that were working on the proposal is taking the bounty and they are asking $1 million. It is complicated. In my personal opinion, I think that is a centralization is not very good because the members that we are seeing in the proposal are guys that they are in 20 different projects and things in the ecosystem. And I think that we have to open it, the bounty, because obviously the event bounty is very big, is very important. But let's see, we only have two options, no? We agree with the event bounty or go to the event bounty, the new event bounty, or we open our regional bounty. And for me, it's good, for example, that you, Patricia, with the guys from Polkadot Italy, that I know that you have a team in Italy, you can open a bounty for Italians. You will see like, okay, but we don't have a big community is alive. For example, do you know that the most paid influencers for the marketing bounty are from Italy?
yeah.
Right now, the marketing bounty that have a lot of millions, because they have millions in budget, are paying a lot of money to Italian influencers.
Yeah, I know.
So
I know all this is because one of the people of the that are organizing the events on Rome is in the marketing team. So I need I know the situation. I very clear the influence of the external people on that. So and for this reason is one of the point that I added is to speak about the conflicts, about the importance, to know the people, because I don't know all the people, all the member, of all team. So in that case, I know the people, so I know the connection with the other bounty and with the other team. But it's not so simple for the community. But reading the actual new event bounty, if I see the topics, I can agree about the improvement, but I don't agree for the people, because these people is the same people that I see in many other situations, and it's difficult to explain to my to my community and speaking about transparency and conflict of interest in this situation. So I understand the influence and the important presence and skill of every person. I don't see that. For example, the Chaos DAO member is a good people, skilled at the right in the right position, but there is not the only people in this world in our community that can do that. So I don't know. I'm concerned about that, and I'm thinking by this morning. It's not in my power to find a solution. I know, but I wanted to discuss it, try an open solution or discuss directly. I don't like to know everything after when all is decided and when is not possible to do nothing. That's all.
Yeah, I think that we are all the same and on the same position. But like, is this like when we decide to do the Spanish bounty? We can, be upset for the situation because obviously it's not a comfortable situation. But the only option that we have if we want to change this is do our work. And what is our work? Let's do our part. We push the Spanish bounty in the version 1. We had a lot of problems. We are right now having the version 2. We are having right now a lot of problems. Like I said before, and Lorena said, we are still learning because we saw new things every day. So I think that one thing that you can do for Italy is push the Italian bounty. Obviously, with a small budget or the amount that you consider that is good. And the same from David, do a French bounty for content, for translation, for video, and for events. If you want, we can help with our structure that we have been implementing in the Spanish bounty. And you can see what is good, what is not so good, and you can implement the same thing. Unify the bounties. I think that is very complicated because obviously every language have a particularity. So the Italian is not the same as the French community. So if you want to create content in Italian, it's very good that you can push this. Obviously, a small bounty, not so big like the Spanish because we have more people that speak Spanish, but you can do the same with a small structure, a small budget, but you can do the same. And the same with French, with the same with German and all the language that we have strong communities. So I think that is a good solution, but of course we need to act. We need to assemble a team. We need to make the proposal, and of course we have to play politics because we want to win in OpenGov. We need votes. We need tokens, and we will need to play this game. When we need to play Game of Thrones. So I think that's a good option. You can do your bounties, and we will support if you want to have some support.
Okay.
Yeah, definitely hearing you. I think the best way to, I would say, the best way on which we could focus our energy at the moment could be at the bounty before head ambassador election, because we don't know when this election will be organized, definitely, depending of the collective deployment first and maybe other things, I don't know. And as we don't have an emergency to deal with at the moment, we have some people, I think, and always a group to support all the regional bounty we would pushed and we will push on the OpenGov. So I think it's time to work on it now before the summer. As also a reaction to the current proposal about the Event Bounty, because definitely, to be honest, I have worked during 2 years with the Bounty and the Web3 Foundation to organize the Paris.com. Was a big event, and to be honest, it was difficult, but I received good support. But I wouldn't continue with the new Bounty team, because for me, it's definitely, this organization is based on a conflict of interest, because the same people rewarded to be curator, and that will be the beneficiaries of the bounties, the reward attribution for the event organization. So definitely for me.
Are you working about the new Paris dot for this year?
No, not this year, because Olympic Games in Paris, so
Okay.
it's impossible. It was announced, and the only way to organize something was Brussels for us, but Brussels finally is the choice of Decoded, so we decided to skip 1 year. But
Okay.
last year we announced that it could be possible to skip 1 year, and we will see what is the best way to continue next year.
Okay. I saw
it's
that
possible, yeah.
you move the events at the end of the year. So, okay. Did you have any other question, Chris, or other people? I renew this type, this side of the file is more important. So it's you. If you want to add what are you doing, I can create another post to other people. I want to continue to share, to push our activities in the way I
Can you please share with me the doc? I haven't put any information.
Yeah, I will share. I will resend them in the chat. It's always the same file. I don't want to create other 1,000 files, so I added in the agenda all the last things. So you can find that. I will push I will post this doc after the call, so you can add your information. Yeah. Okay. So if all you have any other question topics, I think that we can close this call, and I'll try to find to write the notes of this meeting and share the video as usual in some hours, and then see you. Have a nice day.
Yeah, thank you very much to continue to follow up all of the stuff. I mean, our meetings, but also activities supported by ambassador around which you spread the word. So thanks for all of this.
Thank
you. You can count on me to share what we will do with Polkadot Francophonie in the days coming. I have a last meeting this weekend, so I hope we will have a consensus between the different ambassador and member of this new team. And after that,
Okay.
I will be able to share our truth about next.
Yeah. I'm a little bit busy to end the organization of the two panel, in Rome, and the last thing for Rome. But I mean, so at the end of this month, I should have sometimes to do other other tasks. But this week and the next is very complicated for me. So if you can share or do something, I'm happy to do that. But I have no time for these 2 weeks. So this is my actual situation. So
courage. I wish you a lot of courage.
Yeah.
And send you a lot of constructive and positive energy.
Thank you. Okay. Bye. See
Bye,
you.
and have a good afternoon. See you later.
Yeah.
Bye.
Bye.